All right, Chevraya, Bezat Hashem V'siyata Dishmaya. Shavua Tov U'Mevorach. Today is Yud Dalet Shvat, and is the Hilula Kadisha of a few holy tzaddikim. One of them is Rav Aryeh Kaplan. Today's the Hilula, I'm pretty sure. It's Yud Dalet Shvat. Also, Rabbi Yitzchak ben Rabbi Yaakov, the Aufa Eshkona, Rabbi Yitzchak Abu Chatzera. That is the Bala Aufa Eshkona. Is the uncle of the Baba Sali and the Baba Chaki. No, that was the Baba Sali. And now is Rabbi Yitzchak the Mintulal, that's what they call him. He was the youngest son of Rabbi Yaakov Abu Chatzera. He was a Ben Skunim, meaning when Rabbi Yaakov was already very, very old, he had a dream. The Arizal came to him in a dream and told him, a part of my neshama is coming to your house. Your wife is pregnant. Take utmost respect and care of this baby. It's my neshama. From the Brit, Rabbi Yaakov Abu Chatzera called his 8-day-old son Rabbi Yitzchak. So it's a holy, holy soul. When he was around 12, 13, he used to skip school a lot. And one day he got caught. The teacher said that he wasn't there. His father, the tzaddik, called him and said, what's going on? And he said, Abba, look at this song that I wrote. The song is called the Aufa Eshkona. It says, I went to the desert. I didn't just leave school. I left school. I went to the desert to talk to Hashem, and I wrote a song for the Shekhinah. And he showed him the song. He says, okay, if this is what you're doing when you're not showing up to class, okay. And this tzaddik was in such love with Hashem, in such kisufim, such gaguim, such yearning and longing for the Shekhinah, that he actually was an avid arak drinker. To the point he did miracles left and right with arak, and he was majority of his time in a state of elevated consciousness because of his arak drinking. But if you read his Torah, you see that there was no games and there was no foolishness at all. The guy was a tzaddik yesod olam. He was out of this world Torah. He has 4 books that are compiled in one book called Todot Yitzchak, a book about tefillah that's called Lev Tahor. He has a book called Sharei Bina, which is 50 different explanations on the first verse of Shir HaShirim. We learned a little bit of that yesterday in Sudah Shishit. And he has a book called Aleph HaMagen, which is the Aleph Bet of the whole entire Tanakh. He shows you every pasuk that starts with Aleph. Not every pasuk. He gives you one pasuk that starts with Aleph from the Torah, one pasuk that starts with Aleph from the Nevi'im, one from the Ketuvim. And then he does that for every single letter of the Aleph Bet, and gives you a whole entire lesson. And his last book is called Shabbat HaGadol, 620 different ways to show you how all the 620 mitzvot fit into the word HaShabbat. So it's 620 permutations of the word HaShabbat to show you how all the mitzvot that we were commanded, the 613 plus the 7 rabbinical commandments, are inside the word HaShabbat. Tzaddik out of this world, Bal Mofet, and there's a segula today to buy a bottle of arak. You write on the bottle of arak a request from Hashem in the merit of the tzaddik, and you say that if you get the salvation, when you get the salvation, you're gonna open it up with the chevre, tell over the story of the miracle that you had, the Yeshua that you had, and the schut of the tzaddik, and everybody's makes a l'chaim together. So if you want, go get a nice good bottle of arak, write your wishes to Hashem on it, and I've personally opened 3 bottles. You wait until next year this day, and when it happens, and you open it then. You open it on the Hilula to make it known that it was because in the schut of the tzaddik. And for the past few years we've had Hilulas here with Rav Yitzchak, and there's been 30, 40, 50 bottles on the table of people that are coming up, and you see the writing on it, and you see the person's opening the bottle, and they say, this is it. So, B'ezat Hashem. And obviously, God talks to us through the Torah, right? When we talk to Hashem in tefillah, how does He answer us? Most of the times, if we learn Torah, He'll answer us through the Torah. So today is the Hilula of Rabbi Yitzchak, and it's also, I think, the Matok Midvash. If I'm not mistaken, the Matok Midvash of Daniel Frisch, it's also his Hilula, if I'm not mistaken.
What's Hilula?
The day of his passing. Hilula means celebration.
Not your side?
One is Ashkenazi and one is
okay.
year, Zeit, the sighting of the year, right? And Hilula means celebration. One is a purely Jewish word from this part of the world, and another is a Jewish word from the other part of the world, right? So the Hilulah of the Matok Midvash, if you see there, those Zohars there, that row of Zohars on the top there, that is the only complete translation of the Zohar that we have from Aramaic into Lashon HaKodesh. I highly recommend that if anybody has a Zohar in English, to get rid of it. And if it came from the Kabbalah Center, to put it in the Geniza, don't ever give it to anybody else. But that Zohar is the only complete one we have. The second most complete that we have is from the Bala Sulam, Rabbeinu Ashlag, Yehuda Levi Ashlag. But the Matok Midvash is an amazing, amazing, amazing tzaddik. He was in our generation. He passed away not so long ago. Rabbi Tzad grew up going to his house all the time. And he is just, wow. He's so sweet, so amazing. There's a book, he has many, many books, and his whole entire thing was Avodat Hashem in a very passionate way, Hasidic way, but extremely leaning on the Zohar of the Kabbalah and the teachings of the Arizal. Schutam Yagel Lenenu, what can we say? These tzaddikim clarified the path. Every single one that we mentioned today, Rav Aryeh Kaplan, none of us are in this room without him. None of us are in this room without Rav Aryeh Kaplan. Right? Rav Yitzchak Abu Chatzera, that's literally the family and the person that we're connected to right here across the street. And Rav Daniel Frisch, who's mamash changed my whole entire life, especially his book Usfartem Lechem, the book on Sfirat HaOmer, out of this world, breaking down every single day of the Omer, what you can do in thought, speech, and action, prayer, intentions that have, actions that you can do, which body part you're rectifying. I have a whole entire course on it called the seven lights of the soul or something like that. Zat Hashem, wow, Mazel Tov, Simon Tov, Mazel Tov, perfect timing. We were just talking about tzaddikim. Come. And now look at the Ashgacha Pratit as the Chatan walks into the room. Wow. Gabe, you're not going anywhere though. You can't let your ADD take over you. Sit down. So now look where we are up in the bookmark. We're learning Ishtapchut HaNefesh. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak. That's what it says. That's Rabbi Nachman's quote. We're not learning in that book today. Right now. We're not learning that. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak. That's our source for today. On the day of Rabbi Yitzchak's Ilulah. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak. Amre b'mar Rabba. They say in the West, Mishmei de Rabba bar Mari. In the name of Rabba, the son of Mari. Bo re'eh. Come and see. Shelo ki midat HaKadosh Baruch Hu midat basar v'dam. Hashem is not like humans of flesh, blood and flesh. Midat basar v'dam maknit et chavero safek mitpaes emenu safek eno mitpaes. One person hurts another. When they make peace, there's a doubt. Did they really make peace? Did they not make peace? Is it complete? Is it not? V'im tomar mitpaes emenu. If you say they did make peace, safek mitpaes b'dvarim. It's a question. Did he do it from the words? What was it? What was it that really made the peace between the people? Aval HaKadosh Baruch Hu, but Hashem, King of the whole entire world. Adam over avera b'seter. A person does a sin in private. Mitpaes mimenu b'dvarim. Goes and makes peace with Hashem with words. Like it says in Hosea and the prophet, K'chu imachem dvarim v'shuvu el Hashem. Take words with you and return to Hashem. V'lo od ele shemachzik lo tova. Not only that we all the time do sins in private. We think that no one's watching, but Hashem sees. And then we come and we speak words to Him. Not only does Hashem completely accept our tshuva, completely, if we speak out with words and we talk about it, we're real, we keep that relationship alive because that's what it's all about, the relationship. Machzik lo tova. Not only that, He gives you more, He gives you benefit. Shneimar ve'kach tov. Take good. V'lo od ele shema'aleh alav ha'katuv kilu ikriv parim. Not only that, a person that does tshuva and talks to Hashem and talks out what he did wrong and wants to and begs to come back to a good point, and he asks for his soul and he begs for his soul to do the right thing and to stay connected to Hashem, no matter what I did, no matter what has happened in the past, it's as if he did korbanot in the Beit HaMikdash. U'nishalama farim sifatenu. Our lips will pay for the bulls that are lacking in the temple. Your lips doing what? Your lips doing tshuva. Shema tomar parei chova, Talmud lomar, arpa meshuvatam, oavam nedeva. I will heal them when they do tshuva, and it's as if they brought a nedeva, as if they brought an offering in the temple. So we see here in Ishtapchut HaNefesh, in this amazing book, Outpouring of the Soul, that's one of the most important principles we need to know. Hashem is easy to make peace with words. We can talk it out. With humans, we don't always know. We made peace, do we forgive, do we not? Is it okay? Not, we don't know. Hashem, you open your mouth and you talk it out with Him, it's as if you offered sacrifices in the temple. It's good. He brings you close. He makes complete peace with you, and not only that, it gives you benefits as if you did avodah in the temple. Baruch Hashem, switching over to Meshivat Nafesh. In Ot Bet, in the beginning of Meshivat Nafesh, we just started this. עיקר גדולתו של הקדוש ברוך הוא שגם הרחוקים ממנו יתברך מאוד, גם הם יתקרבו לעבודתו, בזה נתייקר ונתעלה שמו יתברך למעלה למטה. You guys have no idea how much השגחה פרטית we have right now. This teaching is from the Kutei Moran talking about Parashat Yitro. So, Ishtabchut HaNefesh was Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, in the Yilula of Rabbi Yitzchak, and now we have teaching from Yitro. And this is a life-changing teaching that we're going to break down B'ezrat Hashem in the Schut of Rabbi Yoel Torchman as well as Atzal. The main greatness of God is that the people, that the furthest people in the world from godliness, that even they should come in to serve God. And by way of that, by way of that, there is an endearment or an amplification of the preciousness of God's name up above and down below. God's name always means the expression, the reality that we understand that God is behind everything. When a person that's extremely far away from living a godly life comes into the fold on any level, but he admits that God exists, he starts to take on mitzvot, starts to learn Torah, starts to do the right thing for the sake of God, and he changes his life around, the further away he was, the more of a praise of God that is. The more God's name is amplified up above and down below. Therefore, a person should never, ever, ever have Ya'ush and give up on coming close to serving Hashem. You think you did a lot of sins, you distanced yourself from Hashem, you're going very, very far away, no matter what's going on in your life, you feel like you're distant, you feel like you're not close, you think, who am I to come close, who am I? Wow, 2 chatanim in one room, boy. Shechina on this day is getting intense. Yalla! Baruch Hashem. You know where Rav Yitzchak did the Ilula last night?
What?
You know where Rav Yitzchak did the Ilula last night?
No.
Next to Barniki there in Banazai.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the Kurdim there. I'll show you the video soon. קיצור, כי עד רבה ממנו די כיתעלה וישתבח ויתגדל כבודו יתברך ביותר. The further the person was away, the more sins they did in their life, the less God was in their day-to-day life. When they do tshuva and they come in, the more praise there is for God. The more, it's more important, and it's more amplified, it's more clear that if that person comes in, it's like now, who can we give a famous person in the world? The Pope. Same thing as Yitro. This is the exact same story. If the Pope were to drop his everything right now, which happened with the previous one, by the way, Rav Yaakov Ades got him to step down. Brit Milah, fired, never allowed to leave the Vatican. He wrote him a book, sent him a book, in Latin and German, Italian, make sure he could read it, no way out, about how to have dvekut with God without any intermediary. No need for dead Jews, no need for nothing, just straight to Hashem. A few weeks later, the Pope was no longer the Pope, and he had gone through a Brit Milah, and he was hanging out with Chabadnikim, teaching him Torah, and he's not allowed to leave the Vatican. I think he already passed away, but...
This is from Rav
That Rav Yaakov Ades, this is a whole entire YouTube video of Rav Yaakov Ades telling him the whole conversation. Rav Ades sent him the book. He was expected to get cursed out when he, the Vatican was going to write him back. You trashed our dead Jew God. We're gonna answer you back. He got a letter back from the Pope, from himself. You brought me more dvekut. You brought me closer to Hashem. Thank you for teaching me the ways. Crazy thing. And a few weeks later, he was no longer in his position. Tov. So what happens when a person like that comes in? The main way that you can come close to Hashem is by way of the tzaddikim of the generation. Like we just said, Rav Yaakov Ades, who in the world cries for the Shekhinah more than Rav Yaakov Ades? Every single night at the Kota, you can see him from your balcony. And every single night, crying his eyes out, you hear him from far, far away. Mm-hmm. That person got the Pope to step down. So, B'ezrat Hashem, we see two big things here. One, that there's a huge praise when faraway people come into Hashem. And two, don't ever give up. It doesn't matter what you've been through, it doesn't matter what you've experienced and how far you think you've gone, Hashem is with you. Hashem is with you, and everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Now to connect to this, we'll learn a Torah inside. Whoever has Likutei Moran, we're gonna start learning Torah Kaf Hey.